Are you a kettlebell beginner and you're looking for a great place to start? I got something for you. Check the first link in the description. It leads to our free kettlebell workout course that'll serve you 30 days filled with kettlebell workouts. Click the link, sign up, and enjoy. Grüezi miteinander, Gregory von Lebensstark here. In this video, I want to give you a brief intro into the world of freestyle kettlebell juggling. Now, you want to know that there is a proper competition and a proper discipline for kettlebell juggling. A friend of mine, her name is Svetlana Daniliuk, she's actually a judge in those competitions. Freestyle juggling is something that is completely different. There are no limits, there are no disciplines. You just flip the bell and you make it look cool. Now, I believe there's a king in freestyle juggling and his name is Colin Daring. I've had a conversation with him which was very enlightening. You might want to check it out right here. He shared with me that a 12 kg kettlebell is the best way to engage into freestyle juggling. So that's the weight that we are using. Now, before we get started, there's a couple of things that I want to mention. First of all, Pavel's statement, "Quick feet are happy feet," becomes a whole new meaning in the realm of kettlebell juggling. You also want to have some good flooring when the kettlebell drops, because if you start juggling, the kettlebell will drop a lot. Pertaining to the kettlebell, I want to show you what my freestyle kettlebell now sounds like. Listen. Can you hear it? It is broken inside because of the damage that it took from all the falls. So you want to use an expendable kettlebell. When the kettlebell drops, move away and don't try to catch it. There is a serious risk of injury or muscle spraining if you try to catch a falling weight. And finally, you have to have mastered the basics. I do not think that kettlebell juggling serves you any additional benefit or value. Yet the beautiful thing about juggling is it creates this perpetual flow state, and it's such a cool way of moving and flowing with the bell. But the layers of strength and the fundamentals of the basics have to have been set. So let's start with the basics first, and that is understanding how to swing. If we hinge too much and we use too much power from our posterior chain, the kettlebell travels too far. So I want the kettlebell to be around here, close to my center of mass. So the swing technique that I use for juggling is more like a sports swing, where I use the double bent knee, where I'm completely relaxed because I want to focus on my hands. So watch what it looks like. So be very loose and relaxed in your hip and don't use too much force. So the first flip that I want to show you is the front flip. So as the kettlebell reaches approximately chest level all the way up, I flip it with my thumb forward. And then I can catch it with my same hand or with the other hand. Watch this. Now the second flip variation is the side flip. I'm swinging with a front hand now, and once the kettlebell reaches approximately chest level, I flip it with my thumb on its axis. Watch what it looks like. Number 3 is the chopper. We now swing the bell and we have a transverse grip or a middle grip, and then we rotate the bell on its transverse axis. Watch what this looks like. The next variation is an official discipline in Russian juggling, and that is the lateral flip or frontal flip. Now we start in a clean because now I want to swing the bell on this frontal plane, and then as soon as I reach this far out lateral position, I am flipping the bell against its axis. So that's what it looks like. So I'm essentially back flipping the bell, grabbing it, swinging it back, and back flipping it again. Now let's jump into some more advanced flips. The first one that I use is the so-called figure 8 flip. So now I have the kettlebell racked, I bring it between my legs, and then on the way up I flip it. Watch. Another variation of a flip that I don't even have a term for, probably the Russians do, is another flip that you use in the official discipline of Russian kettlebell juggling. And that is flipping or bringing the bell up, flipping it, and then resting the bottom of the bell on your palm. Watch what that looks like. The next variation of the flip is a reverse flip or a reset. You flip the bell up, you stop the belly of the bell with your palm, and then you flip it back down. This is what it looks like. This is a rather simple approach and maybe one of the first variants that you can try. What I've learned from Colin is that we don't want to stop the velocity as the kettlebell goes between our legs, but we really want to let it flow and maybe even give it a little boost. Watch what it looks like. And remember, quick feet are happy feet. Now this is the final one that I have stolen from Jeff Martone. We all have to acknowledge the fact that Jeff Martone, an OG in the kettlebell world, was one of the first who engaged in these types of freestyle kettlebell juggling exercises. So what I like to do as a cool motion is to bring the bell in the backswing, tactical clean it up, so as the bell up, I switch my other hand inside, use that clean like a trampoline, switch the bell behind my back, let it flip, and catch it. This is what it looks like. Ooh, close one. Now, as you can see, I'm trying to master these exercises as well, and I think they're just ultimately and pure fun. And I also believe that it may even improve your reflexes, your confidence with kettlebells, and your coordination ability in general. So now, if we want to move these exercises into one or start melting and create that perpetual flow state, then it might look a little bit something like this. Now the cool thing about it is to just keep playing and exercising. And as a final disclaimer, you want to understand that this stuff builds upon the basics. Looks cool and it's also a lot of fun, but we have to master the fundamentals first. On a final note, I hear people say that kettlebell juggling is a waste of time and it should be done in a circus, and what good is it? Now, I mentioned these aspects already, and I confronted some of these statements in this video already. But I want to point out the following. It all started with kettlebell juggling. Guys in Europe, and probably in other parts of the world as well, but in Europe it is documented, started flipping and throwing these weights, these market weights as they were called. Now we call them kettlebells. They started throwing that stuff around and flipping it. And then it found its way into the circus, where strong men were using heavy kettlebells to show off feats of strength. So in a way, if you engage into kettlebell juggling, whether that be the official version or freestyle, doesn't matter. What you actually do is you pay homage to the original way of how the kettlebell was used and its first actual documented usage, where the kettlebell slowly transformed from being a market weight into becoming a solid training tool. Now here's the next step that I want you to do. I want you to like the video, consider subscribing, and share this video with a friend. And then you have to go watch this video right here. Here I'm showing you 50 of the most bang for your buck kettlebell exercises that you want to know, perfect, and understand before you jump into juggling. Go watch it right